Tracy. I teach in the Intermediate Schools Fitness Lab, and I am the host of this video and your Turkey Trot race director. This will be our 6th year for our Starpoint Turkey Trot. This year it'll be a kindergarten through 12th grade event. Middle schoolers will start the day off bright and early at about 8 a.m. with their race, and then starting at 9:30 we will start 5th grade, 4th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, 1st grade, kindergarten. And during 9th period, high schoolers, that's when your Turkey Trot will be held. A Turkey Trot is something that many communities will have around Thanksgiving time. It is an excellent way to celebrate fitness and celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. Remember, you need to turn in your entry form to run. The entry fee, well, it's free, but we encourage everyone to bring in a jar of peanut butter, jelly, Nutella, fluff to support the Niagara County Peanut Butter and Jelly Drive. You can take that right to your homeroom teacher or your classroom teacher, and it will be collected by Mr. Tracy, by me. All runners will receive a race number. The race number should be pinned to the front of your shirt so we can see it as you head to the finish line. Hey 4th and 5th graders, it's Mr. T. Once again, I'm here in the Fricano driveway. I'm by the Fricano gate. I'm outside of J-Wing. 4th and 5th graders, this is where your race is going to start. It's a mile long. Remember, start slow, start steady, pace yourself, and hopefully you will have a great Turkey Trot. Stay tuned for more updates on the course. And good luck. And 3rd graders, I am standing outside of C-Wing in the intermediate building near the tennis courts. You can see those behind me. This is going to be the start of your race. It gets crowded at the start, so make sure you stay in your lane, you pace yourself, you try not to bump into other people. If you bump into other people during your run and they fall, stop, check on them, make sure they're okay. Also, before the race starts, make sure your shoes are tied. 4th and 5th graders, you make it to this part of the course, you have gone a 1/4 mile, you have 3/4 of a mile to go. Middle schoolers, you make it to this part of the course, you've gone a 1/2 mile, you have a 1/2 mile to go. High schoolers, you make it to this part of the course, you've gone 3/4 of a mile, your race is almost done. And you should start to push for the finish. I'm over by the maintenance barn. That's where we keep our snow plows and lawn mowers and shovels and other good things like that. There's a slight change to the course this year. This year, we're going to go through the maintenance gate. It's currently closed because it's the weekend, and those guys are getting a much-deserved break. This gate will be open. Arrows on the course will point and direct you to head that way towards the bike rack. I'll start walking that way in a second. Just a quick reminder, the course will be marked with arrows. There will also be circles with lines through it. If you go past a circle with a line through it, you shouldn't have gone that way. That means don't go that way. There will also be X's on the course. The X's are for our course volunteers. That shows them where they should be standing. There'll be plenty of volunteers on the course. There'll be high school kids, cross-country runners, National Honor Society members, teachers, PTA parents, administrators, all out there to make our Turkey Trot safe. Here's the bike rack I was talking about. Up on the sidewalk and continue your run. So I'm now standing in front of Starpoint High School. Let's see if I can run down all these numbers and not mix anything up. High schoolers, this is where your race is going to start and finish. Your race is a mile long and it starts during 9th period. Don't eat too much at lunch. And high schoolers, if you're donating blood, you can't run the turkey trot. Sorry about the conflict. Kindergartners and first graders, your race is going to start out here in the bus loop. Your race is a half mile long. That's a long way to run. It's not over at the start, it's over at the finish. So remember to pace yourself. Start off nice and slow and steady and build your speed as you make your way through the course. 4th graders and 5th graders, if you've made it this far, you've gone a half mile. Your race is halfway done. This is where you might want to start thinking about picking up your pace if you're looking to have a good time. 3rd graders and 2nd graders, you make it this far, you've gone a 1/4 of a mile, you have a half mile to go to the finish. Stay tuned for more updates from the course. Of D-Wing. D-Wing is near where the middle school races will start. Middle schoolers, your race is a mile long. Your start and finish will be here. High schoolers and kindergartners, first graders, you make it this far, you've gone a 1/4 mile. 2nd grade and 3rd grade, you've made it a half mile. If you make it to this point, you got a 1/4 mile to go. 4th graders and 5th graders, you make it to this point, you have a 1/4 mile to go. Hey, as you're running around Starpoint, be careful of these orange sticks. They're for the snow plows. Hopefully we won't have any snow on the day of the turkey trot. This next section of course that I'm approaching right now, I like to call it the horseshoe. And middle schoolers, as you're running through here, anyone who's not running on race morning, this is where they're going to be lined up cheering you on as you get your turkey trot started. Spectators, make sure you keep your feet off the sidewalk so the runners have plenty of room to get past. Line for kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th graders. Middle schoolers, you make it this far, you've got 3/4 of a mile to go. High schoolers, you make it this far, you got a half mile to go. If the weather cooperates, we'll have a big inflatable finish line arch. When you cross, make sure you raise your arms over the head. Someone's going to be taking pictures. You got to look good for the finish picture. Kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. Once you cross the finish line, you need to keep going across the crosswalk. Head towards the Fricano flagpole. There's going to be an adult holding up a sign with your classroom teacher's name on it. You find that adult, you stay with them till your whole class and your teacher get back together. Your goal for the turkey trot, well, that's up to you. You may be someone that's going to try to be the first one across the finish line. And if that's your goal, that's an excellent goal. You may have a goal to see if you can run the whole way without stopping. You may have a plan to run and walk a little bit the whole way through. And you may also have a plan to just walk the whole way. That's fine too. We just want you out here on turkey trot morning, turkey trot day, and having a good time with your Starpoint family. I think that's all I have to say. This video might be a little wonky because of all the different start and finish locations. It's going to be a busy day for everybody involved. Teachers, if you have any questions, send me an email. And middle school or intermediate kids, if you have any questions, catch me during fitness lab. And high schoolers, I suppose you guys can email me too, or check with your PE teachers. But good luck to everybody on Turkey Trot Day. Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for playing along.